Okay, so 2015. Um, a lot of you have New Year's resolutions. Common ones are weight loss and quitting smoking. Wonderful things, wonderful things. Um, I would like to share with you my perspective on how I'm going into 2015. And pretty much anything you want to do is going to fall under it. So my perspective in 2015 and the question I'm posing to you for food for thought is how willing are you to be yourself? The fact is nothing about your past, the stories that we're all familiar with telling ourselves, well, I grew up like this or my mom was like this and this is how my family is and this is how things are. We're just perpetuating the things that are relative to our past, anything from many years ago to 5 minutes ago. And the point that I'm making to you is irrelevant. It's all irrelevant. There is nothing about your past that you have to perpetuate, not in thought, not in belief, any of it. None of it is relevant. And a lot of times you'll find that especially the negative oriented things are things that you kind of find comfort in giving yourself as a reason to not do things better or go towards things that you want. Something kind of consoling in perpetuating our own limitations sometime. And so I'm inviting you to share my perspective on the new year, what I find exciting. To try to forget anything about my past. Kind of like your house is your mind. Where you live all the time and every second is your mind. It's your house. And if it doesn't feel good, if it's dirty, if it's cluttery, clean the space. Be more selective about the thoughts you're allowing yourself to think. Are those thoughts serving you, or is it just junky, cluttery stuff? The analogy of your house. If you move into a new house and there's something wonderful about nothing being in it yet, the carpet, the space, just the walls, or you want to roll around like a dog. It's kind of cool having that space, and you're selective about the things that you add back into that room or that house because you want it to fit you and who you are now. And the fact is, you're a completely different person than you were the second before now. You're completely different. You can define yourself any way you want in any second, period. You don't have to perpetuate anything that doesn't make you feel good. And if it doesn't make you feel good, what is it doing there? What is it doing there? It's cluttering your space. It's cluttering your energy. It's cluttering times that you can spend investing in thoughts that excite you, that make you feel good, and you are your point of attraction. So why would you? It doesn't matter how real you want to call things. It's real. You got to face it. No, you don't. No, you don't. You can create whatever you want right now with focusing on what you prefer. And so the question is, how ready are you? How willing are you to give yourself permission to be who you really are? What really works for you? Let it be the focus on your relationship with yourself. A lot of times we're so busy and being trained into making other people happy and kind of avoiding the shit storms. And a lot of our life feels like that. So I invite you to create a life that you don't need a vacation from. You know, you want your life to feel that way. And so forget, literally, it's so cliche to say, auld lang syne, shall be forgot, all the acquaintances. And really that is the point. Who cares? It doesn't matter. If it doesn't make you feel good, it doesn't belong. Period. Be more picky. Be more willing to honor what resonates with you, what you feel. And if you have people in your life from the past that you got involved with a year ago or 5 years ago or whatever that don't resonate with what you've become and your beliefs and your feelings about things, then let go of them, or at least start to examine letting go of them if it's too challenging for you to think about that. But um, let's see here. So not needing a co-signature, which is basically not being being more willing to be yourself. So the point is, going into the new year, um, with being more selective about the thoughts that you're thinking. Um, Even if it's friends or acquaintances that you deal with occasionally, but often enough to where it's not that you don't like them, it's just that maybe they remind you of your life that you had before 2015. Change your paint, change your furniture around, declutter your closet. Not only your mental and emotional space in your mind, but your atmosphere. Just clean it out and declutter it. Are you using it? Is it useful? Is it serving you a purpose? Then get rid of it. Because believe it or not, your mental space affects you emotionally too. So that's how I'm going to go into 2015. And it's basically 15 forward, 2015 forward. And if you find yourself thinking and you're managing your thoughts more selectively, if you find yourself thinking a thought that doesn't make you feel good, change the channel. Just say irrelevant. It's irrelevant. If it's before this moment, if it has nothing to do with where you want to go and how you want to feel, it's irrelevant. Next, next. Be picky. You deserve it. And if not now, when? If not now, when? When you gonna? Another year is gonna roll by, and you know how it's going fast already. So it's not gonna slow down. It's time to be more assertive about your happiness, and stop waiting for co-signatures, and stop waiting for people to agree with you, and stop asking other people what they think. You know, develop more of that relationship with yourself in a way that, hey, if people agree with you, that's great. People that want to celebrate your happiness and things that make you feel good and support you, that's beautiful. But if they don't, be selective even about talking to them. Doesn't mean you hate them. It just means that they're kind of not a part of this trip. Not everyone's gonna meet you where you're at now, and you have to be in a space of knowing that you're abundant and knowing there's far greater things ahead of you than you ever leave behind. So leave it behind. Don't be afraid to leave it behind. So here's to 2015. And I'm excited. I am really excited. And if you have any questions or anything that you want to address or you think I should make a video on, please feel free to message me. And please share this video with anybody you think that it might help. And don't forget to join the group page. You can't really like it because it's a group page, but it's cool because we get to interact. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.